Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. It's, of course, July 2025. It is time for our monthly update of the said 2025 Senate, the 2026 Senate election, which will be occurring next year in November. Let's go ahead and start off with this is the current forecast. Remember, this is not necessarily a prediction. So let's go ahead and get started with the states that are will be called at the first hour. That is 6 p.m. The state of said Kentucky, we can officially make that call, will be Republican. That Republican there will be, who's replacing that? We'll just say Andy Barr will be the hypothetical winner. Andy Barr will win the said Republican. He will win the said election, becoming the next senator of said Kentucky. Looking at the state of Virginia, we can project that Mark Warner will win re-election fairly easily. All right. Let's go ahead and look at South Carolina. All right, South Carolina, we can project that Lindsey Graham will win re-election. And in Florida, we can make a projection that Ashley Moody will win a full term as senator of Florida. Okay? This is what we're looking at right now. These are the states. We got, in order to win the said Senate, you need at least 51 seats in the Senate. So we got Republican, Democrats leading, but that lead, as we know, will shrink as we continue on. We got 3 states closing its polls: Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. First off, starting with the state of Ohio, we can make a projection. First off, it's too close to call. The state is too close to call. Interestingly enough, Sherrod Brown is a hypothetical runner. You could have him, but I think realistically, people are just done with him. But John Husted is, of course, this is his seat. West Virginia, we can make a projection that Shelley Moore Capito will win re-election in the said seat. All right, we can continue on. We will go and make a projection in... Okay, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. North Carolina, by the way, is too close to call. We've made that clear. Too close to call. Tom Tillis is not running in this election. Democrats are aiming to flip this seat. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at the states we have coming up right now. The state of Maine. Susan Collins, in this hypothetical, is running for re-election. We can make a projection that this state, as of right now, is being characterized as too close to call. In the state of New Hampshire, though, we can make a projection that is going to Democrats. The state of New Hampshire, going for Democrats. Who's being elected? Likely Chris Pappas. That is the new Democrat senator replacing Jeanne Shaheen. In Massachusetts, Ed Markey will win re-election. Rhode Island, we can make a projection. Jack Reed will win re-election. In New Jersey, we can make a projection. Cory Booker will win re-election. In Delaware, we can make a projection that Chris Coons will win re-election. In Georgia, we have made it clear it's too close to call. In Alabama, we can project that Steve Marshall, the Attorney General of Alabama, will become the next senator from Alabama. Tennessee, we can make a projection that Bill Hagerty will win re-election. Ohio, still too close to call. Michigan, we can make a projection at this hour. It is too close to call. In Illinois, Dick Durbin, who is retiring, not seeking re-election, and who is likely going to replace Dick Durbin. We're going to go ahead, hypothetical-wise. You might be wondering, what's your hypothetical? I'm going to say that Raja Krishnamoorthi, whatever her name is, if I can do my research here, this is interesting. I never heard of that lady. A lot of people haven't, but she's leading in Democrat primary polling in the state of Illinois for this said race. He is a congressman from India, okay? You got a lot of Indian people in Illinois. But yes, he's a Democrat congressman in Illinois. He is running for this said Senate election. We're just going to call him Raja, but Raja is leading in the Democrat primary for this said position. But yes, Krishnamoorthi, whatever his name, he's likely going to win if he wins the nomination. All right. In Mississippi, she is relatively pretty weak, but Cindy Hyde-Smith has made it in 2018. 2020, 2018, which was her said, and in 2020 quite well, thanks to the Trump vote. She is weak. No offense, but she's very weak. But she will relatively win. But yes, again, Scott Cullum. Texas, and what looks like a new poll dropped today saying that Jasmine Crockett is leading in a hypothetical poll for the Senate, which is huge, by the way. And if that is going to be the case, then Ken Paxton, who is the hypothetical Republican nominee, is likely going to blow her out. Okay? Making that clear. But yes, we're going to say Ken Paxton wins. Oklahoma. We can project that Markwayne Mullin is the winner. In Kansas, we will make a projection that Roger Marshall is the winner. All right. That is the 8 o'clock states. We got at 8:30 one state closing. Right now, it's current tie between the two political parties, 41-41. The state of Arkansas will be called. Okay? Tom Cotton, he will win re-election. Okay, 9 o'clock p.m. We got the stateside closing here. Really, including the state of Louisiana, that Bill Cassidy will win re-election. And you can clearly see Republicans have taken the lead from the Democrats, as we predicted they would. Looking in Iowa, some people say that Iowa is characterized as a battleground, but we are officially ready to project that Joni Ernst has won the state of Iowa. In the state of Minnesota, we can officially say that Peggy Flanagan, who is the lieutenant governor of Minnesota, will win. The state will win, be replacing Tina Smith in the Senate. In Nebraska, we can make a projection. Dan Osborne's running. Yes, Pete Ricketts is running, so we have no reason to believe that, although some people suggest this race would be close. as of right now, we're going to call this too close to call with the Dan Osborne ticket. We are unsure how this is going to play out. But I have no reason to believe that it won't go Republican. Mike Rounds has won re-election in the state of South Dakota. In New Mexico, Ben Ray Lujan has won re-election in the state of New Mexico. In Colorado, John Hickenlooper going at it again. He has won re-election. He's projected to win solidly. In Wyoming, Cynthia Lummis will win re-election. All right, and that is it for the 9 p.m. states. We can now look at the 10 p.m. states, which you only got one, and that is the state of Montana. Now, Montana is going to be called. It's going for Steve Daines quite easily. Call the state of Montana for Steve Daines. Okay? All right. We got 2 states closing at 11 p.m. Polls closing. Republicans are closing into a majority of 51. All right. First, starting with Idaho, Jim Risch will win re-election. In Oregon, we can officially project that Jeff Merkley will win re-election. All right. This is your map. So far, it looks and seems to be a close race. That's because we did not call Ohio, Alaska, and Nebraska. And Democrats shouldn't get their hopes up because they are at 45 seats. And Republicans are going to win the Senate. This is a matter of fact. So it's really if Democrats can pick up a seat or not, which would benefit them. Let's see. Alaska. At 12 p.m., Dan Sullivan is the winner of the said state of Alaska. All right. You got the 2 close to call states. We are ready to make a call for each of them, starting with Maine. Well, actually, let's start with Nebraska, Ohio. John Hunstead is winning re-election. Pete Ricketts will win re-election. Okay? 51 seats. We can project that the Republican Party has won the United States Senate, as we knew they would. However, no real flips have been indicated. We got the 4 main battlegrounds in the Senate: Maine, Michigan, North Carolina, and Georgia. Let's go ahead and make a projection in the state of Maine. Susan Collins will win re-election, eliminating one pathway for Democrats to flip a seat. Okay? All right. But what we can look at is Georgia and see if that race is ready to be called. And at the looks of it, we can make a projection that Buddy Carter, John Ossoff will defeat Buddy Carter, eliminating a path for Republicans to gain a seat. All right. In Michigan, a low propensity voter state for Republicans, this will likely benefit Democrats greatly. And it looks like we can make the projection that Haley Stevens will win and defeat Mike Rogers, unless, let's see. Let's see. Declined. Let's see who's leading. Yep, Haley Stevens will win. And really, it's just this one state, North Carolina. And we are going to make the difficult decision, but we are going to go ahead and project that Wally Winkle, the Democrat, will flip the seat. Here's the reason why we are making this decision. A lot of people are like, why are you doing this? Well, reason why is right now we don't have a Republican running yet. We have Wally Winkle, and the real Republicans running is Don Brown. And I'm sorry, Don Brown is not going to be good enough to defeat a congressman. Don Brown is not even a congressman. He ran for North Carolina 8 and lost. I'm saying this is likely going to change if Laura Trump joins this race, or Greg Murphy goes into this race, or James Kane. These are the publicly expressed candidates. They run in this race and challenge Wally Winkle. They have a chance. They have a good, solid chance of actually beating him, because this is a high propensity voter state for Republicans. Democrats are low propensity voters. They are, of course, they rely on African Americans and suburban women. While the suburban women do show up and vote, the African American vote tends to stay home in the midterms. So that really does not benefit Democrats very well. So honestly, it is what it is. This is really what's going on right now. I'm just saying Wally Winkle is going to run as the experienced candidate compared to Mr. Brown, who never won an election before. And it's not like a Tim Sheehy sort of guy. It's not like a Bernie Moreno. No, he lost an election. That doesn't make him look good on the roster. Okay, so honestly, just calling it out for what it is. So Democrats gained a seat despite losing the Senate. So anyway, what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.